Hi Pisces, this is Amani and welcome to your weekly tarot reading from March 20th to March 26, 2017. I am using the tarot of the Orishas. Okay, the layout I have here is called the Crux Ansata spread. I shuffle the cards 10 times. By reducing 10, we get 1, and 1 is the beginning, the starting point, without which there would be nothing. This is why this number is related to God, the beginning and the first cause. The cross represents life. This life survives on other planes until the time comes to reincarnate. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin Pisces with your reading. In your starting point, you have the 7 of air here. You could be dealing with air signs. I feel like if this is the air sign boss, they are having you reevaluate something that you started possibly at work, is what it feels like to me. They probably want you to, they want you to bring more to the table. They're looking to see, what else can they bring? All right. How can they help us bring our business, build our business up is what I feel like. Okay. But for some reason, I feel like you're a little bit stuck right now. I feel like you are using outside sources in terms of getting these ideas off the ground. Okay, if this is a work situation, if this is at home, you do have a partner or someone else around you. Could actually even be a child that's even willing to help you, or you're using you're thinking more so on the point. Okay, how can I utilize? Okay, if this is a younger child, how can I utilize them better? Okay, if they're old enough to have the skills to help me with my work, how can I get them on board? Okay, it doesn't have to be your child, it can actually be like a younger person that you're willing to work with. Okay, with this, I also feel like you're contemplating some kind of change that just a decision I feel like you just recently made in your life right now, just now. Right now, yeah, you could be doing that right now. But there is some kind of change that just recently came to the forefront of your mind. And it may have to do with traveling. You may have to travel farther away. This feels very businessy to me, okay? It feels like you are getting some kind of offer in terms of traveling for work is what I feel like, okay? Possibly even in another country is what this feels like to me, okay? Even somewhere in Europe. All right, so that sounds very exciting. All right, but I feel like you're a bit worried about this travel though. I feel like you do have children. You're not sure if you're gonna take your kids with you if you do have kids. If not children, you are worried about, okay, do I want to take my spouse with me? If you're married, do I want to take my boyfriend, girlfriend with me, etc. All right, but I feel like with this, it's not a heavy burden card, but for some reason the thought of it is a bit heavy on your mind right now in terms of the travel. There's possibly even a need to travel away to move homes right now for whatever situation that just recently occurred in your life. There's a need to want to travel away. Possibly if you are on the East Coast, you want to travel back to the West Coast. You've been thinking it is a 7 card, so you have been thinking about it for a week now, okay? Because 7 days in a week, all right? So this could have been at the forefront of your mind like since last week is what I feel like. Okay, so there's just a lot of contemplation going on for your starting point for the week. So very healthy energy coming from this card. I don't feel, even though it looks a bit desolate, it doesn't, I'm not getting that kind of energy from this card. It feels very positive to me. Okay, but even if it's going to be that way, there's a bit of loneliness in terms of this travel for whatever reason. Okay, there's, like I said, there's probably this need to, maybe you're going to have to travel alone is what I feel like. You can't take people with you. Okay, in your second position, what you have is what you're waiting on. You have the couple. All right, you could be waiting on someone, possibly, I feel like, to get dressed. Maybe there's some type of occasion that's going on that you need to get dressed for. Okay, someone could be getting married, is what I feel like, out of nowhere. All right. So it's like having to get a divorce and then maybe you're like renewing your vows or you're deciding to renew your vows, etc. It doesn't have to be that much of a matrimonial situation. It could be just you rekindling possibly with someone from your past. I feel like this person though, they kind of, like I said, out of like the marriage out of nowhere. I feel like this is someone that you've known a long time ago, maybe like 10 years ago, that they're coming back and they're like wanting to spend time with you for whatever reason. It could be due to business. All right, it could be a family situation where you're rekindling with someone that you haven't seen in a long time is what it feels like to me. Okay, it could be a cousin that lived somewhere else that's coming to visit you. All right, this person though that you're dealing with is a bit, they're dealing with some kind of depression. They're dealing with some kind of depression. I feel like if this is a relationship, they're depressed about their relationship right now, and you're not knowing how to really help them, is what it feels like. They're coming to you, all right, expressing, what can I do about this situation that I'm in? I don't know how to deal with my child. I don't know where my husband is. Like, just an example. But what it feels like is that they're coming to you and dishing out their whole life, and you don't really know what to do, because I feel like you do have your own life to take care of, is what it feels like. You have your own family, your own situations to take care of. It is a weight card. So I feel like even if you try to extend your hand to them, what it feels like to me is that you're waiting on communication from them. Okay, I feel like you possibly could have helped them out on the financial front. Okay, and you're waiting to see, okay, did they receive the letter that I sent to them? Did they receive the money that I sent them through the mail, etc.? Did they get the email that I sent to them? Okay, so this feels more like a family. This could also be a work situation as well, where there's a breakdown of communication in terms of received. So you're just waiting on information received coming from another person, is what it feels like to me, okay? That's what you're waiting on for the week. All right. In your third position in your present, you have the 3 of fire here. You are dealing with fire signs. All right. You do have a lot of fire around you. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could be your partner. They could be a spouse. They could be a parent, etc. Okay. With this, I'm feeling tempting. Something is tempting. I don't know if this is a person, a situation. Something is drawing your attention. All right. It could have something. Yeah, it could definitely have something to do with money. Because even if you look at the card very closely, there is a bag. I don't know what it is actually. It looks like a bag of like gold is in the middle of there. Something worth a lot of value. All right. So it could be you and 3 other people having your eyes on a prize, is what it feels like. Okay. It could be a family will, family money that you're waiting on. And that's why you probably do have the weight in terms of a couple. You and your partner could be waiting on news in terms of finances coming in. Maybe someone passed in, like in the past. So you're waiting on money, like finalizations in terms of a will. You're waiting on lawyers to hear back from them as well. But they've been testing your patience a bit. They're a little bit hard to deal with. So you're having to wait on them. I feel like even like another week or 2 longer before something gets finalized with that. All right. So that's what you're dealing with in your present for the week. Okay. In your 4th position, you have the future, okay? You have 9 of air here. Mental. Okay, you could be dealing with air signs. It could be an air sign. I feel like the air sign is in the way, is what it feels like, okay? They're a bit, I feel like they're not that they're in the way, but I feel like they have heavy emotions towards someone else in your life, and you're not knowing how to really deal because they're just there. It's almost like they're just there, and it's like you want them gone, is what it feels like. Okay, so there's that energy of wanting someone out of the picture, is what it feels like to me. So possibly you can get the money that you want, all right, so that things can move in further, move smoother in your life, but it's keeping you up all night. You're worried about it. You're not knowing. There's an element of even feeling guilty with this as well, okay? But I feel like someone is still around that you want gone. Okay, or this is like a situation that you want to heal from, is what I feel like. So there's a need to heal with this card as well in your future. Okay, a lot of healing needs to take place. Could be dealing with a person that's a bit testy right now. Impatience. A lot of impatient energy is going on around you. Okay, in your 5th position, you have your instincts. You have karma. You could be dealing with karma. Okay. With this, it has a lot to do. This is the judgment card. Okay, someone could be exposing something about you that you tried to keep private, or you're exposing something about someone else in your life that they tried to keep hushed and under the rug, is what I feel like. Okay, family secrets is what I get with this card as well. Someone that you know is exposing family secrets, or you're doing this. All right, but I feel like there's this element of thinking that things were hidden on someone else's part in your life, but they're really not hidden. They could have an ability where they know what's going on, but they don't really have the energy or the time. Could be a child. Could actually be a child that is surrounding you, that's very much aware of what's going on. They may seem, here's the thing about it. Children children are very children are very smart. Okay, you may think that they're not paying attention, but they are, is what I feel like. Okay, they do know what's going on. They do have information on family secrets that you may be trying to keep hidden from them. There's just certain things that you don't want other people to know, but this child, this younger person in your life is very much aware of it, and I feel like they could have confronted you about this. Okay, they could be older, like an older child. They could have came to you and said, okay, I don't think that that's right, you shouldn't do this to them, is what I feel like. Okay, so they could have came and exposed you, and you're having to deal with it, because if you look at the image, there is a child in the image and an older person. So I do feel like you're dealing with some type of confrontation in terms of a child. Like with me, I've worked with kids in the past, and kids can be very blunt with what they say. Okay, so they could be coming to you with something that you just don't want to hear about your own life. All right, or you could be doing this to someone else. You could be in shock about what someone's telling you, is what it feels like to me. All right, but use your instincts in terms of whether you think that something is being hidden, it's really not being hidden. That's going on around you. Okay. In your sixth position, what you have, your accomplishments. You have the Four of Air here. You could be dealing with air signs, but you don't have to be. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Libra. This Libra could be who you're dealing with in the present as well. They could be getting in a piece of the action, is what I feel like. Okay, they want the inside information. They want to know what's going on. They want to join the scheme. They want to do, whatever it is. But for some reason, it's causing you some kind of mental detachment. I feel like you feel bad for something that you did. All right, whether this is like, you had to sacrifice some things in your life, you feel bad for doing it, but what else were you going to do? You know what I mean? Whether that be sacrificing your time, sacrificing, just everything that you had to let go of. There were some things you had to let go of in order to get what you wanted, but you feel guilty for doing that, but you also for having someone else join in the picture as well. It makes you feel even more guilty in your mental mind, is what I feel like. Okay, it could be raking your brain, because even in the image there are birds at every extremity on this person. Okay, so what I feel like you feel stuck. All right, you do feel stuck. You didn't mean to do what you did, whether it was, I don't know, is it even possible, what, selling your soul, things of that nature, or existential things that people talk about. All right, selling your soul to whatever, the people do those kind of things. I don't know, this could have been a thought, okay, of yours, but it's like raking your brain. You, like I said, you had to lose something in order to do this. Okay, but that you do have to lose something in order to get what you want. All right, but you feel bad about it, is what I feel like. Okay, but it's an accomplishment. Whatever accomplishment this is, you feel bad. All right, so you accomplish something not in a good way, but it's going to bring you good. So it's like out of a loss there was a gain kind of feeling, is what I get off of that card. For your spiritual self, however, you have undines and mermaids. Okay, undines and mermaids is like a person. I didn't use this the last time, but undines and mermaids are like an older person in your life. It could be you being older that is very good at what they do. All right. You could be very good at your spiritual work. If you do Reiki, you can know someone that's very good at doing tarot card readings, etc. All right. Very, very good. Okay, is what I feel like. But I feel like this is also a learning process for you. You could be delving more into your spirituality, is what I feel like. Okay, esoterica, metaphysical world, is what I feel like. Okay, so you're learning more about that, how to use it. All right, black magic, things of that nature. Okay, with this experience in alchemy as well, so that's a very interesting thing. Maybe there are things that you do in terms of health. You want to look more into alchemy, you want to better your health, you want to do mixtures in terms of, what can I drink to make my stomach feel better, what can I do to make this headache go away, etc. All right, but that's more on the holistic front of doing things, is what I feel like. Okay, so good job in terms of better understanding your spiritual self. Okay, so you're opening up more in that case. I feel like with your spiritual self, that was an aspect of you tried to keep hidden from a lot of people. Not a lot of people knew about what you were into, is what I feel like. All right, so there's just that kind of energy where, okay, how am I going to make this better for myself? Okay, I need to be able to talk about what I'm good at to other people. All right, so that they can also jump on board and help me with my gain, is what I feel like. All right, in your eighth position, you have Oshun. Okay, Oshun is the mother of, she's like the goddess of fertility and beauty and healthiness and just overall beauty in the woman's physical body. All right, it could be male as well. You could be a male with female attributes, is what I feel like. Okay, with this, I feel like if this is going to be your mentality, I feel like there is a need to get healthier. You're probably exercising more. Okay, you could be looking into fertility treatments, etc. is what I feel like. Okay, with this, I feel like someone is having difficulty in terms of getting pregnant. There are things that you are looking into to try to, like I said, with the alchemy, the undines and mermaids, you are looking into that aspect of yourself, your spiritual self, to delve deeper into what can I do in order to, when am I ovulating? When am I going to be able to get pregnant? All right, is what I feel like with this card. Okay, and with this, I feel like someone is finishing school, possibly going back to school, etc. Okay, pursuing their degree. Could be even a degree in education, because even when I think about Oshun, I think about, if she's going to represent fertility, why not add a child into the picture, or children? Okay, so you could be a Pisces that has a lot of children around you. You could actually be working with children. You could be a teacher. You're learning about how, what else can I teach my kids? What else can I do with them that's going to make them stronger women? I feel like you work with all girls. All right, so you just have a lot of girls around you. It could be a sorority. All right, like a sorority, and you're looking into different things to aid into that. Okay. In your ninth position, you have what's changing around you. All right, this could be you. So if you're gonna have Oshun, that's gotta be the female. All right, but if you're a male, you have Ishu. All right, Ishu is vitality, male vitality. You could be a healthy man. Okay, you could have a good metabolism, etc. But there's some kind of exhaustion. All right, if you do have children, your children are exhausting you right now. They're in much need of your attention, but I feel like you don't have time to give them the attention that they're looking for, is what I feel like. Okay, but they are looking for it. Okay, they're looking for it. They could be trying to do it in ways that you're not really realizing that they're trying to get your attention. It could be acting up. It could be not listening, but these are ways that your children are trying to get your attention, is what I feel like. Okay, issue also has to do with crossroads. um, you could feel like you're at a crossroad with a child or a situation in your life right now, not knowing what to do. It was what I feel like. Okay, but at Four Corners is what I feel like. Okay, so Four Corners is like, it is a place in New Mexico. Maybe you're thinking about going there. All right, it's a beautiful place. I've been there before, but they hold on to their Native American culture. It's very strong there. Okay, so maybe there's a need to instill stronger morals and values in the home in terms of how you deal with your children, especially if they're older. All right, but you are an older man, but you are sharing this with your younger children, if you have any. If that is a job that you have, you are like, you could be a man working with males, for example. I feel like possibly even a homeless shelter of some kind. Okay, so you're looking into things like that, where you can offer your knowledge to people who you feel are less fortunate than you. Okay, in your 10th position, you have Shango here. Shango is justice. It could be the sign of Libra. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with. This person could be demanding of your time. If not the sign of a Libra, you do have someone in your life that is a bit troublesome. This is a male figure for me, okay, but it could be not really a female, okay, because it clearly is a man on this for me, but it could be a female who's very dominant in your life right now that may come off very strongly like a man. Okay, is what I feel like. Very masculine energy from this card. Okay, this person could be highly demanding of you. If not a relationship you're dealing with, I feel like this is a situation that you feel stuck. You don't know how to get around this person. All right, this is justice. Okay, if not a person, this is a situation that's being presented to you that you don't know how to get around right now, is what I feel like. Okay, with this, I do feel time taken off from work. All right, it's very heavy. It feels heavy to me. All right, and it can also it could also be causing you a bit of some sadness, some depression. All right. There could have been something, like I said, there could have been something exposed about you or some kind of family situation, and it's like you're hiding. It's almost like hiding behind this person. It could be a police officer, okay, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a lawyer that you feel like you need to help, you need to hide behind for whatever reason. All right? Maybe they're not giving you what you want. Is what I feel like, okay? But that's in your resolution. But that is, there's that strong need to just really clear some energy out, possibly even resolve a situation that's been going on for a couple of years in your life. And there's just that need to get through it. And needing people by your side to get through it is what I feel like. Okay? Relationship issues. Yeah, you're dealing with some kind of relationship issue that it could also even be a bit toxic for you right now. But that will change. But it's going to take some time to change for you. Okay? Woo, long-winded reading, Pisces. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I hope that you got a lot out of the reading. You know, that's always my hope for you. Okay. If you would like a private reading with me, please contact me via email. I don't really, you could go on my Facebook page, but I don't really use the Facebook page that much in terms of communicating with people, so I prefer an email if you would like a private reading. All right then, Pisces, have a blessed week. Take care. Bye.